Mic check, mic check. Audio's on. Cracking.
Man, bro, I ain't even gonna read these comments. My eyes are burning. I'm so tired, bro.
Hold on. And we go to cameras. Uh, turn that down. And five, four, three, two. And here we are. We live. We back. It's cracking. No paperwork podcast on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, man, it's something different. Wednesday.
Yup. Said go hard 45 said, oh, yup, right on time.
Yeah.
Taking a fat moss up on Big Bomb. Hashtag hemorrhoid gang.
There you go.
Yeah. Slick the
Man,
ruler was
grown man
cracking.
spits, huh?
Uh,
Grown man, my size. Drop one flush one, homie.
Courtesy flush.
Courtesy flush. Come on, homie.
Got to get them red light glasses. De Leon said.
Yeah, what's that? What's the red light glasses?
I don't know. They probably help you look at the screens so your eyes don't
Oh
hurt.
yeah, blue light glasses. Isn't it blue light? Oh, so red light
Yeah.
because he didn't want to say. Okay, I got it. Got it. I got that shit.
What's up, 408 SJ? Checking in respects from San Ho, man. Shout out to San Ho.
Oh,
Oh, what's up, Iman? Man, topic tonight.
man. So man, we dropped that stuff about Lil Toto.
Right.
Um, the they his folks kept tapping in with us, and not his folks, like his like people that know his family, because not a lot of people were really messing with him.
Right.
That's the truth, right? Not a lot of people were really messing with him, and um, I was like, um, I was surprised by how much, like, I get the sentiment of God bless the dead, you know, they passed, so you know, trying to talk positive, but man, I just feel like there's a whole lot of stuff that goes on that's not really like that we don't talk about,
Right.
right?
We don't talk about a lot of stuff.
Right,
You
because
know what I mean?
some stuff just ain't for the internet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's important to remember, like, we don't just be jaw jacking and talking bad about people arbitrarily. Like, we're not gonna put a jacket on somebody just because we don't like them personally.
Right.
We don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? But and especially you, like, I know you won't really be tripping on too much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you on some grown man shit. Like, I'm on some grown man shit.
Well, at the end of the day, we want to keep it professional,
Right.
right? You know what I mean? And, we try our best to keep things
hmm
professional at all times.
But
You know what I mean?
it
Us.
yeah, it we do got to keep it professional, and but it's important that without going too deep, like you had a long history with Toto
Right. Yeah.
that we never
We,
really talked about.
no, we don't talk about it because I mean we can talk
Y-
about it now.
Yeah,
But well, he's alive. I mean, he did some degenerate shit.
yeah,
But we don't talk about degenerate shit,
yeah,
especially on here, right? We don't go into that shit. We try not to give motherfuckers degenerates any kind of clout, any
right.
kind of play. You know what I mean?
And now he can't get none because he's passed.
Right.
So it's a different.
So it's a different thing. Like I've I'd known him for several years. I did songs with him that never came out
Yeah,
because right after we did the songs with him, like we found out his charges.
yeah. How long ago was that? How long ago was
This was back like 2010.
that?
So his charges came to light in 2007, or that's when it happened. They didn't come to light though, because the charges were hidden. He pled for a different charge,
Yeah.
even though it's still on his paperwork.
hmm
Like he pled to a lesser charge.
Yeah.
So a lot of people who were still fucking with him at that time didn't know.
hmm
And like it didn't start coming out until the car show where Big Cholo slapped him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And hold on. So he let's preface that with he talked really bad about Cholo.
Yeah.
Cholo got to film. Cholo been solid from jump,
Right.
right? He might have been a bully to a lot of suckers, you know what I'm saying? But he from what I know, I don't know the brother, but there's like a this.
Let me tell you a story about
Yeah,
Big Cholo real
thank you.
quick,
Yeah,
right? So Big Cholo, right? And this is my brother Big Loco. He wouldn't mind me telling this story at all.
yeah,
So my brother Big Loco, he was getting into it with some dude, right? The dude pulled a knife on him. Cholo, and this was in Stockton. Cholo happened to be in Stockton, passing by. They weren't supposed to meet up or anything. He just happened to see him.
Coincidence.
Told his girl, stop the fucking car.
Yeah.
And Bosalero was his girl at the time.
Yeah.
Bosalero will fucking she'll vouch for the story, right? He said, stop the fucking car. Stopped in the middle of the street. He hopped out, ran up on dude with the knife. Dude with the knife seen two big ass dudes,
Yeah.
Cholo and Loco, and he was
Loco's a
like,
big boy too.
yeah. But Loco was like, well, what's up? Fuck that knife.
Yeah.
Cholo got out, was like, what's up? That fool ran.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that just goes to show you Cholo's character, right? Like he didn't have to get involved.
Yeah.
He wasn't there for Loco.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when that shit came out, Cholo with no hesitation hopped out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the type of dude Cholo was.
Yeah. And so
And
for Toto to be talking about the brother Cholo, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Well, after his passing,
right,
the way he was on the internet bothered a lot of people.
right,
They didn't put it on the internet, but it bothered a lot of people.
right.
Yeah.
And you know, so a lot of things get said on the internet. A lot of shit gets thrown out. You know, false accusations, charges, whatever, right? But unless a motherfucker got paperwork, you really can't take shit to
Right.
heart. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because a lot of motherfuckers say a lot of things.
Where and the relation between Toto and Cholo was Brown Street, right?
Right. They were both, well, they were on the same label,
Yeah.
right? They were both from the same hood.
Nasty.
You know what I
Nasty
mean?
North, right?
Yeah.
Shout out Nasty North.
So, you know, when Cholo was, or when Toro was active, you know what I mean? People fucked with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When he was in good standings. Then slowly but surely, the situation with the charges were coming out.
Yeah.
And then, you know, once that thing happened at Devotions, it was at Devotions. I remember I was on stage and all I heard was slap
Yeah.
and look back and here's Toto holding his face, right?
Yeah.
And Cholo over there like, what you want to do, blood? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
What you want to do?
Yeah.
And fool just walked away, walked to security,
Yeah.
started pointing them out.
Uh,
That's when right then
right.
we knew like, oh yeah, it's all bad. But yeah, then everybody started catching wind. And then he's, you know, after that is when it seemed like he started J-catting out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, he got locked up, you know, and of course the charges were hidden, the paperwork was hidden,
Yeah.
right? The charge he pled for a different lesser charge.
Mhm.
But if you go back and look at the paperwork, it's in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean it's public record, anybody could look at it.
Yeah.
So that's when, you know, we left
So-
that shit alone.
So a couple years after the case, it probably starts spreading around the hood.
Right.
That's how that shit happens. Like
Right.
your hood finds out about it first. Like somebody talks about it, and then it'll right, and your hood's the first to know.
Right.
Toto was popular. You know what I'm saying? There's other incidents that happen in other cities with dude,
Right.
but I think that's the most significant one because
Right.
it's his own folks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he started doing all the crazy stuff, covered up his neighborhood, did all that stuff.
Yeah. But what people fail to realize, right? And like, look, I don't wish death on nobody because
Right.
it's permanent, right? Now, if it threaten me and mine, it's whatever. But I don't wish death on nobody. You know what I mean? But some motherfuckers deserve that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if somebody hurts defenseless people, old people,
Right.
kids, like you
Yeah.
deserve that shit.
Right. So he's hurt a kid, and then in this instance, uh, there was something that happened that you talked to somebody in it.
Right. So, you know, I got an inbox and you know, allegedly what had happened during the whole shit. And I'm not gonna say everything I
Right.
found out, right? But the premise of it was that he ended up hurting his grandfather
Yeah.
and putting him in the hospital
Put him in a coma.
and put him in a coma.
Yeah.
And so that's ultimately why nobody's charged,
Yeah.
right? So if when you everybody's seen his grandfather when he posted him online, you know what I mean? He posted his grandfather a couple times online. His grandfather seemed like a pretty decent individual, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And for you to go off and for anybody, I don't give a fuck who it is. to victimize an old person so bad that you put them in a coma,
Yeah.
allegedly, right? That you
Yeah.
allegedly put someone in a coma like that. That right there, man, you reap what you sow, bro.
Right. So he hurt a kid for sure, and now he hurt his own grandpa.
Right,
Right. And so that a lot of people don't know. So when we're seeing all this rest in peace stuff, all the right, yeah, he had mental illness and all that stuff, right? But man, damn, like
right,
damn, and I'm like, you know, you know how I am about violence, right? Violence is a tool,
right,
right? I don't think violence can be good or bad. I think it's a tool, and if it's utilized correctly, right, then yeah, it definitely can't be bad.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. But I mean, that's just something I guess we just wanted to clear up,
Yeah,
right? And it's not to give no props to the dude. The dude's gone. He's
yeah,
he can't do nothing.
yeah.
Um, like he's gone, so he ain't getting no clout. He ain't getting no nothing out of this.
No,
But
hell
it's
no.
something that has to be. It's lessons that have to be learned. And on
Right.
here, we try to educate fools. We try to give people game. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? With everything we do, we don't like to get into the messy shit. Right?
Right.
We're not out here for clout. We're not
Right.
out here to be like, oh yeah, we got fucking, we want to talk about this person and
Right.
fuck this person and fuck that person. But when a motherfucker does some shady shit, hey man, we're gonna let it be known.
Right.
Fuck him. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Real shit.
Anything positive he did is null and void.
Right.
I don't care what nobody's relationship is with him. None of that. All that stuff is null and void once you hurt a child or you hurt your own grandpa, like the elderly, but not just the elderly. It's your own. Like, damn.
Right. And there's no excuse for it.
No.
So say a motherfucker was mentally ill, whatever you want to say, like there's no excuse for it.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Because I mean you could blame Jeffrey Epstein that he was mentally ill and that's
Right.
why he touched kids.
Right.
What the fuck does that matter? Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Does that fucking matter? Because anybody who does it has a mental illness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's yeah, that's absolute truth. Yeah, that's a truth. You
Right.
gotta be mentally ill to do some shit like that.
Right.
Period.
So that's where we were coming from with that. And you know what I mean? Like to glorify, to
Yeah.
do whatever the fuck he does. And that's another thing a lot of people were saying that he's a homeboy, like, but he wasn't.
He wasn't.
Once you go against the grain, once you cross a certain line, you're no longer looked upon as anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're just a regular piece of shit.
Right. And we don't want to talk about. See, somebody commented. We don't want to talk about who did it. Who I don't like. We're not trying to get. We don't know what's gonna happen in the future. We don't want to be part of nobody's case. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know who did it. But what we do know is that dude's grandpa got put in a coma
Right.
by Toto.
Yeah.
And and now he'll never be able to hurt another old man again. And I think that's, you know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's great.
And Miguel Lango said, man, the importance of not being a crash out.
Yeah, but see, you guys crash out all that stuff. Like, none of that stuff matters, really. None of all that internet, how he was yelling and doing all that weird ass shit, none of that stuff matters.
Right.
Right? What does matter is that a kid got hurt and an old man got hurt.
Right.
That's what matters, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
Man, I'm glad you got to share. Like this ain't coming from nowhere. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
yeah,
We actually
dealt with each other.
actually
Yeah.
dealt with him and knew him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, but once he did that, once he crossed the line, I'm fucking with that
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Like I said,
It's been years. It's been
yeah,
years and years.
fucking,
Yeah.
we did, like I said, we did several tracks with him. They never will see the light of day.
Right.
You
So
know what I mean?
all them dudes, all them weirdos out that are praising him and fucking all this stuff, and that he just left. We're just mad because he just left the homies alone or whatever. He changed his life. Who give a fuck about that, homie?
Right. And I get it. People don't know the story,
Yeah.
right? They don't know, but now you have a glimpse into what had happened. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And why, he ended up the way he ended up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all know.
Yeah.
But anyways, about that, man, what's going on with y'all? Let's see. Somebody said, "What's going on?" Let's see. Blah blah blah. Someone said, "Forget that J Cat. What's y'all's take on the black and brown funk in California, though?" That's not a California thing.
That is
That's
mostly a Southern California thing. But
and it's not even all of Southern California.
right. It's some individuals, you know what I'm saying? But I think to pretend like there's not at least on some level, like motherfuckers fuck with black people.
Right.
Rasa
Yeah.
fucks with black people. Black people fuck with Rasa. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
think it's just these dudes,
But
you know.
you can't blame you can't blame a whole race for one individual's action. Each man has to stand on his own 2 feet, right? So
Yeah,
whatever that podcaster dude said, that's on him, right? To generalize and make it like, oh, all you motherfuckers are like that. Like, come on, bro.
right.
Like in no way, shape, or form does the character or the actions of one man
Yeah,
speak for everybody,
right.
because that's not what it is. Now maybe his circle is like that. I don't know, but
Yep.
I ain't seen nobody else say no shit like that, right?
Yep.
But it's on him. So when people are coming out and saying, "Oh, all the Mexicans and every," like, nah, bro, it's him. You want to take that shit up, take it up with some
Yep.
the individual. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If I say something, it should be nothing that I say should reflect on you, even though you know what I mean. You're my
I'm
partner. You
rocking
know what I
with
mean.
you
You're
regardless.
with me.
Yeah.
But anything I say shouldn't reflect
Unless
on
in
you.
right. So people always say like I got you right or wrong,
Right.
right? And
But that's that.
yeah, I don't
There's a gray
subscribe to that.
area,
I don't
right?
subscribe to that.
Because if you
You know what I'm saying?
wrong,
If you wrong, yeah, we
it,
got a definitive set of things you're
right,
not supposed to do. If you do one of those things, I'm not rocking with you. You on your
right,
own, homie. Fuck that
right.
shit. Yeah.
Now, if you get into some shit over something you did wrong, and I don't know about it, I'm have your back until I find out. Then we got
Right.
to speak. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
we gonna holler after. Yeah,
Right,
we gonna holler after. But I think it's hard to be like, it's fuck all one race,
right,
especially if you with a team, right?
right,
Because I got black dudes from my team all day that I
right,
really fuck with that I'm ready to throw it all away for. So I mean,
right. No, real
yeah.
shit. Like,
So
and dude, I got family members. You know what I mean? My niece,
yeah,
she's half black, right? But forget all that. Like,
yeah,
and I hate when people try to do that shit. Like, oh, I got friends that are black. Like, fuck all that,
yeah,
right? I don't give a fuck what color you are, where you
yeah,
from. If you rocking with me, I'm rocking with you. And it
yeah,
doesn't matter if because I got Asian partners, I got white partners, I
yeah,
got fucking black homies. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter.
yeah,
So for a motherfucker, that motherfucker can't speak for me.
yeah,
That dude, that podcaster, he can't
yeah,
speak for me. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
No,
And I'm not speaking for him
hell no.
because I don't know that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that fool. But anyways,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, that's my take on it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Moose Man said that fool half Jewish too. Why don't the Jews speak for him?
Man, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But
He
yeah, so I
what he
mean,
he
if
said
you,
something. He said something weird, like some little kid shit.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was like, what the fuck?
right. But again, a lot of motherfuckers make jokes, right? Back in the day, you know what I mean? We used to make racial jokes at each other all day long. But it wasn't something. But the minute somebody else
Yeah,
makes that joke about our same partner,
yeah,
we at them.
yeah.
We on
And
their
that's
ass.
really what that was.
Right,
That's what that was, right? You gotta, and we always tell in the pen, we say don't say certain words, right? Don't say nigga, don't say blood, right? Because the, not everybody's in your circle.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So even though the people I grew up with, that's just how we talk, right? There might be some bloods that we rock with genuinely that are like, damn, white or Crips,
right,
right? They're like, why you keep saying blood to me, homie?
right,
You know what I'm saying? Why you keep saying that word, that N word
right.
to me, homie? Like you're not black,
And then it
you know,
causes a wreck.
right? And really, this is what it is. It's you at some point you have to humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? And be like, look, I'm stepping out of my zone. You know what I'm saying? And in doing so, I'm not just jeopardizing myself.
Right.
right? It's not just a fade on the internet, right, for some money.
Right.
Like it's really we gonna turn up, and fools are gonna have to stay in prison long. Some people might lose their lives. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Not be able to see their kids for months. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta humble yourself and know you saying that is in certain circumstances is wrong, and it's really circumstantial.
Right. And saying it on a podcast
Mhm.
in front of fucking
That
thousands
was
of
just
people.
weird.
Yeah.
It was,
Like,
but it shows you how comfortable. This is the kind of weird part. It shows you how comfortable he was with that dude, right?
right.
So how like it's easy to be like, okay, well he's racist because he said it, but
But
he.
he wasn't talking to dude, he was talking to that chick.
Oh, I thought he was talking
Nah,
dude with the.
he was talking to a chick
Oh,
that
okay.
and she, the same broad that said the homeboys were the ones that did this shit in Stockton.
Oh, the
That's what
lying
he was
ass
like.
bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's weird though.
Yeah.
Why?
It's
Why?
weird.
Why would he?
Because he
What
brought
was
up
the
the whole Jenny
context?
6ix9ine thing, and he was like, "You think Blueface is a handsome dude?" And he kind of put her on the spot to where she was like, "Huh?" Like, and she was all, "Nah." He was all, "Would you ever do that? Would you ever go with a black dude?" And then she was like, "Nah, whatever." She threw up her hood and shit. You know what I mean? So it was a weird exchange to begin
Why in
with.
the clip? Why in the Instagram clip is it that dude on there with him with the sunglasses?
Nah, that dude was that wanted to do a fade with him. That
Oh,
dude was talking
okay.
shit. Yeah, the clips were messed up. I see, because and that's where I try to. That's what a lot of people need to do is, when you look at the clip, you got to look at the whole thing.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
should
saying?
have went back and
Yeah.
looked at it. Yeah.
But I mean, that's just something because
Yeah, I don't know.
you
Yeah, he
see
was
clips,
doing the most, huh?
right?
Yeah, what's wrong with
He
that
was doing
fool?
the most. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And Moose Man says, I also feel him on not apologizing because if that's what he got to stand on, or if that's what he's on, he got to stand on it. They'll accept apology for everything. He's a fake comedian. But
Yeah,
yeah, he's
man, I mean, it's that's one of those weird things too, right? Like, I yeah, that's
right.
one of those things.
So I
And
mean,
then this fade idea, right? The fade idea is a weird thing too,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like, if
because
it,
is it really going to be a fade?
yeah, is it a fade? If my boys are with me, I promise you, it's not gonna be no fade.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's yeah,
and if
that's
his boys are with him, it's probably not gonna be no fade,
right.
right? That's really how that shit goes. I don't know. I don't know, man. I
At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, like, does it really fucking matter? Like
It matters.
if you got
I
it,
think
no, I'm saying, does it really matter? It's not a whole racial issue. That's on him,
that's on that dude.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I
and
don't.
and and at the same time, get off where you mad at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell nobody how to feel about what comment you make.
Yeah.
I can't tell nobody not to be mad at comments I make.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel how you feel, right?
Yeah.
And if motherfuckers are gonna get mad at that,
Yeah.
but again, point that shit in that direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you can't just say when you talk about raza, we're raza,
Yeah.
right? Like, even though we're not Southern raza, we're raza
Yeah.
though. So when you say all raza, you putting us in the mix, bro.
Yeah.
And we ain't on that hype.
Yeah. In a pin too, we sometimes the blacks would go up with the southerners and they be all in the hole. And then when they're in the hole, they be all in the doors. You know what I'm saying? They be
Right.
yelling out the doors sometimes, especially the lower level cats when they come to the hole. And and on both sides, right?
Hmm.
I know the southerners have to get at their people sometimes, and the blacks definitely had to get at their people sometimes about generalizing,
Right.
right?
Right.
Because the southerners might mess with the crips over here, and they just got into it with the bloods, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case is, right? The Bay Area or whatever, right?
Right.
And so now you generalizing by saying this racial shit, this overarching racial comment on the door, and somebody gonna have to check you like, hey, fool, fuck.
Right. And half this said, I think it was a joke referencing the Boys in the Hood, and it got taken out of context. Either way, though,
Oh,
like when I
oh yeah.
I get the reference, right? I get everybody's seen Boys in the Hood,
Yeah.
right? But I mean,
I don't know.
like
Yeah.
if he had a brother right there next to him, right, and they were joking back and forth, that's one thing. But to
Yeah.
not have
Yeah.
not have that person there and make a joke that's seen by the world, and they know that motherfuckers are gonna clip shit, right?
Yeah.
And then motherfuckers are gonna get in their feelings,
Yeah.
and whether it's a joke or not, you cannot tell nobody how to feel about what you say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because I mean, Dave Chappelle's a comedian and he makes transgender jokes all the time, and they try to cancel the shit
Yeah.
out of him, right? So what's the difference? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hey, at the end of the day, he got to stand on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's on him. But for all these other podcasters that are going at him and saying, "Oh, all raza this and all raza that," you're turning it racial. You're turning one thing of a certain race who's not even Chicano,
Yeah.
right? You're turning what he said just because he affiliates with a Chicano hood, like you're turning what he says into a whole racial war, a whole racial divide.
Yeah.
So then when you start saying all raza, then raza's gonna be like all y'all. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it like that just turns it into something bigger.
Yeah.
But I get motherfuckers like to have like to get people riled up and like to get people to have their back and oh let's go against these people. But what about Adam 22? That motherfucker right there is trying
Hyping
to
it
yeah
up.
he hyping
He
it
hype.
up.
You gotta tell your people and whoop
Yeah.
de whoop.
And dude, who the fuck are you? Like in all reality, Adam, who the fuck are you? You're a guest in both cultures that exploits both cultures, right? You
Yeah.
exploit well, not even both cultures, because he's over there, putting Asians, fucking Mexicans, whites. He's exploiting people. Which, hey man, stay in your fucking lane,
Yeah.
because one of these days somebody's gonna put you in your lane. You know
I
what I mean?
mean, maybe, maybe,
Yeah.
you know, theoretically,
Right.
you know, man, it's unfortunate, bro. All that stuff is unfortunate,
Yeah.
you
It
know.
is. And that's what I'm saying. Like, don't lump motherfuckers up into your shit, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you start generalizing, man, it gets ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Real shit.
Yeah, it's fucking. You can't generalize. Can't
Yeah.
generalize.
Yeah, and half that said motherfuckers just way too sensitive now. And that may be, but like I said, you can't tell a motherfucker how what to be sensitive about and what not to. And just like you pointed out in the pen, motherfuckers don't say certain shit just
Yeah.
because some motherfuckers might get offended and
Yeah.
it could go up.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing in a closed environment like that, where one
Yeah.
false move is like a powder keg and it can go off, yeah, you gotta watch what you say.
Yeah.
But
You gotta watch out, man. But if you're not gonna watch out, you're gonna say whatever you want. You see, here's a good example.
right.
You see that dude, women's, what's his name? That dude with the mustache. He be on all the conservative stuff. He just got slapped by a fat Jew,
Oh yeah,
right?
I seen that.
Yeah, he got right. This is what happens. You can
Yeah,
talk your shit if you want to, but
right,
you know
right,
you gotta know what comes with it.
right. Yeah, yeah. What was that dude going around saying racial shit and now he's broke and shit? Is that the one you talking about?
Oh, that was Gypsy.
Yeah, that dude. You see that dude now?
Yeah,
Hey man, your words have consequences,
yeah,
right? And you,
yeah,
like I said, you can't tell motherfuckers how to feel,
yeah.
right? So, man, that's what I think about that whole situation. You know what I mean? Leave that shit with them.
But this is for the last 40 years. This has been an ongoing thing between them dudes,
Right,
right?
right.
Right, just on some level.
But look, hey man, sh- sh- but shout out to everybody who shows respect, and you show respect, you get
Yeah.
respect. You know what I mean? And
Hey, wasn't that dude lucky? The dude who was like coming up north and like doing burpees in front of a liquor store.
yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah,
Yeah,
I seen that.
yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. But then and going back to uh like the whole situation with Toto, right?
yeah,
He was all he was all bad, right? And motherfuckers wonder why people don't fuck with all bad fools. Because if you look at the internet right now, if you look at YouTube, right, the
Yeah.
whole YouTube yarda, right, all them fools are funking with each other, right?
Right.
Like they all started out collaborating with each other,
Yeah.
and now they funking with each other. But what you expect if these motherfuckers can't be solid to their own people? You
Right.
expect they're gonna be solid to you? And
Yeah, you're special though, man.
everybody's mad in their feelings and shit. And it's hella funny to see them go back and forth, and little clips here and there
I
about.
don't be watching it like that. But
Man, I see it all the time
I
in
said
my
I
fucking
really just
shit.
watch what you send me. You're like, where we going to send me? All right, let me
Them
look
clips
at
are
it.
hella funny
Or they
though.
talked about you.
Yeah,
Here you go. They talked about you. All right, yeah, I
yeah,
get it. Yeah,
yeah,
fuck
but
them dudes too.
yeah, they talk about you a lot.
God. Some of them talk good though.
Yeah.
Some of them talk good and bad at the same time. Like
It's
it's
like
weird as
you a
fuck.
dope rapper, but fuck you.
Yeah,
You can rap, but but at the same time, like I said, you know what I mean. Like you expect these motherfuckers to be loyal to you, right?
yeah,
But they can't even be loyal to themselves.
yeah,
Like, and that's a weird shit. And you know, uh, on this internet, it's crazy, right? Because there's a lot of weirdos and J-cats on here too, little fake ass profiles
yeah,
that'll quick to
yeah,
talk shit. But then there are some real motherfuckers on here.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And we know a bunch of them.
We know
You know what I
some of them
mean?
for sure. Yeah,
But some real good,
yeah.
solid motherfuckers that be on here, and sometimes they be joking around and shit. Like,
Make funny comments.
for instance, Thumps. Thumps is a motherfucking
He'll
fool,
beat
right?
your ass.
But he'll beat your
He'll
ass.
beat
Yeah,
your ass.
don't.
Don't
Yeah,
play.
don't really try to test. I mean, and Thumps have been testing the waters for hell long, and ain't nobody stepped to
You're
him.
gonna have a
But
hard time with that little
but
motherfucker.
but shout out to my boy Thumps,
Yeah.
man, because that motherfucker, he an entertaining
And
motherfucker.
it's not gonna be no what pay-per-view boxing match fucking
Right.
that nobody watches. You fucking
And that's a weird thing too, right?
yeah.
Like you gonna challenge some real dudes to a friendly fade.
Yeah, come
So,
on, man.
come on, and yeah, to be televised and pay per view, like nobody want to see that shit. But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's why I don't be liking to do the tough guy stuff on here, bro.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
nah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You'll see it when it's time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we definitely know.
That's what we say in there too. All that tough guy shit, fools bailing around, right? Like
Yeah,
you gonna have your opportunity to be a tough guy. I promise you. Like
right,
there's gonna come a time.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. And Raider 488 said, "Not anyone gets a fair one,
Yeah.
for real." Half said, "Top rank just dropped a new one."
Yeah. I haven't got
Yeah.
to hear it, but I watched the little clips he posted on Instagram. That was pretty
Oh,
dope.
but that Mad Dog and Matty Boy song, that shit is dope.
That
That
shit is
shit's
cool
coming out.
too.
We
Yeah.
we did the video for that. They invited me to be in the video. Got to
Yeah.
be in there, man. That shit was dope. Shout out to Vidal.
Two of my I love both of them. Matty
Yeah,
Boy
Matty
and Mad
Boy
Dog.
and
Yeah.
Mad Dog. Yeah, man. And that song is hard too.
Yeah.
So that'll be dropping. I think it's dropping tomorrow.
Yeah. That's
So
dope.
yeah, man, check out for the new Matty Boy song on his new album. What's the name of his album?
Eli just sent me the thing that Lucky said. I almost said I
uh,
know, Eli, I know.
yeah,
We
yeah,
didn't say it on here on purpose.
nah, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
much love from San Ho 408. Yeah, fucking Indigenous Talk says I'm digging these topics.
Yeah, man.
Moose Man said tough guys on the internet always comes off corny no matter how
Right.
tough they really are. And that's real. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, come on, like that's like yelling at somebody over the phone and shit, and getting crazy. Like, man, just do it. Pull up.
Right.
Drop the low. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's all
Don't
you got to
talk
do.
about it.
Drop the low. Have to say shout out to
And
all
then if you
Washington
drop the
hippies.
low and we pull up, come to the come to the actual location.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't make us drive all the way out there for nothing.
yeah. Well, I mean, it it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, check out that Matty Boy Mad Dog
Yeah.
video. That shit's dope. It's coming soon. Um, let's see what else is here. Much love from Fresno North County. Much love to the Fresno homies.
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure. Fresno Norte.
hell yeah.
Man,
Much love from Hollis 831. Yeah, shout out to Hollister too, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
Halise.
yeah.
Yep,
Got love for the Hollister homies.
yep. Especially my boy, Cartel Money,
Yeah,
Hustler.
yeah. And Hustler got he got a toy drive coming up, right?
They do every year, I think. So
Yeah,
yeah, there's gonna be a couple. That's what I love about the homies, man. We do so much of that shit, and all these Chicano they never posted. This year, the turkey drive, Food Community posted it. Florida Fools posted it.
yeah,
So I'm really glad about. We have to show the other side of it. You know, if you don't show the other side of it, man, we gonna get lost in the sauce, man.
right,
Everybody's just gonna be a gangbanger, and you know what I mean, and that's all it's gonna be.
right. Because dude, motherfuckers actually do good shit
They
around here,
do a
right?
lot, bro,
Cinco has been doing. He's
for
been feeding
almost
the
10
homeless for
years.
10 years, and nobody's talked about it.
Nobody ever talks about it.
But when I found out about it, it inspired us to do the fucking turkey drive,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And I swear that's what uh showing what you do,
yeah,
it inspires, right? Like
yeah.
all that dude, what's that dude Juan that goes around and gives people money and shit, pays people rent. Um,
Yeah, I seen that.
yeah, what's that dude's name?
I don't know
You
like
guys
that.
know what his podcast is or his show, but on YouTube, you see that dude Juan going around paying people's rent and
Yeah,
shit.
that's dope.
It inspires motherfuckers to do that shit.
Right.
So people go around and be like, "Oh, do that shit, but don't record it. It's not for clout." Man, it's not for clout. Man, it's to inspire motherfuckers to do it because
Yeah.
one act of kindness, man, it's as contagious as the negative shit.
Yeah.
Negativity is contagious, but so is little acts of kindness.
Yeah.
And just because motherfuckers,
Right.
do what they do or claim what they claim or are from where they're from, doesn't mean that these motherfuckers ain't got hearts.
Right.
You know what I mean? Doesn't mean that motherfuckers want to see people suffer and shit. We come from that. We come from not having, having everything at Christmas or having
Yeah.
fucking Thanksgiving meals and shit or you know what I mean? Like that shit is
Yeah, bro. And you know what? I read this book in prison called The Tipping Point, and it was a marketing book, and it was about how marketing uses trends, right, and how
right,
trends are established, right, and you basically get out of society what you put into
right,
the the zeitgeist, right? So like if you talk about all the stuff we talk about in rap all the time without explaining, that's what you get, and that's what we're seeing, that's what we get,
right,
right? If we talked about the positivity and showed acts of positivity and giving back and all that stuff, that's what you're gonna get out of society.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna become the commonality that unites everybody. You know what I'm saying?
And it doesn't
Even if they gonna
matter.
fuck with each other doing it,
And
right?
even if motherfuckers did it for clout, at least they're doing it,
Yeah.
right? At
Hey, who
least
cares?
they're giving like man, if I ain't got if I ain't got no turkey for Thanksgiving and someone's giving it to me just for
Yeah.
clout, motherfucker, I'm taking it because I need it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I wouldn't give a fuck when I was a kid if a turkey came because somebody wanted to get clout off it.
Right.
Like that, I just know I had a turkey for Thanksgiving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I come from. I come from not having shit.
Right.
So I appreciate anything that was given. You know what I mean? I come from hand
Right.
me downs. You know what I mean? My cousin, I used to wear my cousin's old clothes,
Yeah.
but I appreciated that shit. Why?
Hell yeah.
Because I didn't have a lot, you know?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And so now, now that we're in a position to be able to give,
Yeah.
right? Or to use any type of fucking, whether it's fame or whatever to get people together to give,
Right.
well, let's fucking do it.
Well,
And
for sure. Yeah.
I don't give a shit who gets the clout. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? As long as it's for a good cause, man, I'm fucking with y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that donates, that does shit. Even people that don't get the
Yeah.
appreciation or don't record it, man. Shout out to y'all for whatever you
Yeah.
do it for. The motherfuckers that receive are the grateful ones, and
Yeah.
I'm grateful too because I was a recipient at one time.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
was
saying?
too. All growing up, brother. All
Mm.
growing up.
So Mike said, y'all think we're going to war with Venezuela? That dude Tucker Carlson said he got word from Congress friends that Trump's going to be declaring war tonight or tomorrow. That's, they just found out that Venezuela has uh, trillions of dollars of oil reserves, not gold, but oil reserves.
Yeah, and they're also not participating in a centralized banking system.
Right.
So
And
there's a lot of reasons for them to go in to Venezuela, and none of it benefits the U.S.
if you guys, if anybody wants to go down a rabbit hole, look at what happened to Gaddafi and why
Yeah,
Gaddafi was really
right,
assassinated. Like Gaddafi was not part of the central banking system. They were
right.
starting their own currency
Yep.
based off of gold. He was giving free homes, free electricity,
Yeah.
free schooling to his people, and they were not trying to be part of the central banking
Right.
system. And that was
Everybody
one of the
got free higher education.
right
Everybody had
free health
housing,
care.
free health care. It's important to really understand what is for you and what is not for you. And a war with Venezuela is not for you. It's
Moose
not
Man
for you.
dropped 4.99. He
Appreciate you,
said,
Moose
"Could we
Man.
ever see no paperwork pod pull up on the full community for a podcast? Would love
Man,
to
I ain't
see
gonna
it.
lie, man.
Can't wait to pod with
I,
y'all."
I talked to Top Full and a year like a couple years ago, and man, we ain't working with no suckers, homie. I don't care if it's music. I don't care. They would never hand us a leg up. But as long as they not screezies, you know what I'm saying? It's good, homie.
Well, I mean, what's his name is
Who?
the dude on there? Well, I don't know all them dudes'
I
names,
don't know,
but
but Moose Man
Gompa
ain't.
Gompa Raider,
Oh yeah, well definitely not him,
right?
right?
Yeah,
But Top Full, that's good. You Moose Man is good.
yeah. I fuck with Moose Man though. You man, you from where we from, but shout out for the 4.99 man. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? But yeah.
What's Top Full name? What's that
Rich homie Juan.
for? Rich on One.
Yeah. But see, so I was in there live today. Um and you seen Moose Man, I was in there live today, you know what I mean? And chopped it up a little bit, you know what I mean? Just had to say what I had to say real quick.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's good. So Mr. Rambera said, "What's good with Gilly Loco and Big Loco? How they doing, man? Big Loco, my brother, man. Gilly Loco, my brother, man. They're doing cool.
yeah.
Gilly Loco's actually having a toy drive in Stockton. Well, not even a toy drive, but they're giving away toys.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
seen
this
that.
Friday
I
at two.
follow him on Facebook.
Of all things,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
this
see him on
Friday in
Facebook.
Stockton, man, they'll be
Yeah,
giving toys away, man. If you know anybody that needs a toy for Christmas and shit, just go up there. They'll be giving makeup for the girls,
yeah.
toys. Gilly Loco, man. Shout out to my brother, Big Loco, man. He's out there doing his thing,
That
and
motherfucker is a smart dude.
yeah, Big Loco, yeah,
He be making shit happen for real.
right.
I was watching that what you sent me today. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that dude does some amazing shit. Y'all gonna see it in a minute
Yeah,
too. But yeah, what he's been fucking with the AI real heavy, and he
yeah.
uh
That's
he he,
tight.
he did a whole AI video, man. We gonna put it out for you.
Yeah.
Half Dead said active made like a motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you already know. Fucking that song right there. That was a big song, especially for Stockton. If y'all remember back in the day, Stockton rag active made like a motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
That was a shit, man. And back then, dude, dude, I'm telling you, we had every side of Stockton fucking with us. We had
Yeah.
we had every Stockton was on lock, man.
Yeah.
So and I'm still cool with all them motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, man. So
Wait, what do you say? Man.
who's that? But yeah, Moose, man. Shit, you know, we got to get you on here.
Yeah.
So Sev S for you, thanks for the $2. Said, did y'all hear about the fog conspiracy in Cali?
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. I
Yeah.
believe it. Bro, I believe I don't think it's a
So
conspiracy.
so
There was
so
a thing in San Francisco where they poisoned the clouds in the late 50s, early 60s, where the Navy did. They
right,
poisoned the fog.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
So they're saying they're calling this radiation fog,
Yeah.
right? That's so I seen a news report on it. It's
But
radiation fog, but
it's a natural occurrence,
natural
right?
radiation. It's not the radiation that's gonna give you cancer and shit like that. But
But I don't think I think
from what they say, and
right.
this is what they said, that it occurs when the temperature on the ground is different from the temperature in the air, and it creates a thick fog, and there's no wind to blow it out,
Yeah.
right? But if you look at that fog though, the fog is pretty thick.
bro.
It's like chunks instead of, you know how fog is like a mist.
Yeah,
This is like a mist of chunks, which is it's
yeah.
weird. And I don't remember this fucking fog being or any fucking time of the year being
Yeah,
this cold for this long, right? Being
yeah,
foggy for that long. I can't remember. Maybe it
yeah.
has, maybe my mind, maybe I just didn't trip on it, but it's crazy that it was like we barely seen some sun yesterday. You know what I
And it
mean?
was a big deal.
Yeah.
It was a
After
big
three
deal.
weeks.
We came out the house and everybody was like, "Oh shit, there's sun outside." It was like, "Oh yeah, it was hella long when you now."
Right. Hey Mike, yeah, we did that song with Yuck Mouth. He, Yuck Mouth. Speaking of him, he's a dope ass cool dude. He came out to the studio, chilled with us and shit. Spent like the whole day with us at the studio,
Yeah,
and there was like 50 motherfuckers in the studio that day, and he was just chopping it up, cool, comfortable. Walked
Yuck
to the
Mouth.
corner store. Yeah, we're downtown
Yeah,
Stockton at
you
the
in the
studio.
pen. United Ghettos of America was my shit.
Man, Yuck Mouth is probably one of the most underrated
Yeah,
in Northern California. Man, I don't know if you guys trip off the Loonies, but if you guys ever, I don't know if you guys heard of that
Operation
compilation.
Snackola was my jam too.
There's an underrated song on Heated Speeches compilation, Done Deal. It's called Let's Be Friends, and it's talk about Yuck Mouth smoking weed and Numbskull drinking, and they going back and forth clowning each other.
Oh yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
shit's
never heard that until
that's
you
one of
showed
my
it to me. Yeah,
favorite songs right there because the way they did it, the way they executed it was dope. So if you
yeah,
get a chance, go look on Let's Be Friends by on the Done Deal compilation Heated Speeches.
yeah.
But yeah, fucking Sneaker Vision said, "Nah, the Midwest looks like this regularly. Don't trip." Yeah, but California don't look like
Yeah,
that
Kelly, this
regularly.
is not normal. This is not
Yeah, and
normal.
a lot of people were getting sick.
Yeah, me,
I didn't, luckily, but a lot of people were getting sick.
me.
Mr. Rivera says, "We Gangsta." Yeah, that was one of my favorite tracks too. We Gangsta.
Yeah, dude, man, brother, a lot of weird shit going on in the world. I
Mr.
ain't gonna
Rumba
lie.
Harris said, "Don't know if you remember me saying you guys shot the video in my basement and then at the park. You the one that did the tattoos? If that's you, yeah, I remember you.
Man, we gotta get this phone hooked up.
Yeah, we got to get motherfuckers calling in, but that means you got to wear headphones, otherwise you can't hear.
I hate wearing headphones.
I know. I gotta hear. I gotta make sure at least some of the audio is cool.
Yeah,
But yeah, Moose Man says Sac looks crazy lately.
it do, bro.
Yeah, but that's not just Sac. It's all up and down the valley. Like once you hit the Grapevine going toward LA, boom, 80-degree weather,
Yeah,
sunny. Like
yeah,
it's just like it's like a light switch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you say yep?
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I remember you, brother. How you doing, man? Shit. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you were given tattoos in that video, or Magoo was too. Or actually, no. Tiny, my boy RP Tiny, he was giving tattoos in that video. Yeah, I remember. But yeah, appreciate you for letting us use your basement in that video. It's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
we had a good time, man. The shit we did back in the days, dude, like would never be replicated. You know what I mean? Like Mad Dog talks about it all the time, right?
Yeah,
When we had him out there, man. Mad Dog came out and
yeah,
he had a lot of fun. Bear had a lot of fun. I'm not gonna say what they did, but they had a lot of fun. Let's just say,
yeah,
and we had everyone, every side of the hood, everything. It was on lock.
yeah,
Everybody got along. You know what I mean? Wish it could go back to those days, but
yeah.
you know, it is what it is, man.
They say,
Uh,
"What's up, Brick?" I said, "Mine." I
oh
see. You. I don't
shit.
know who that is, but yeah, I said mine.
They know. They know that that's the name that I first met you on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But shout out to everybody fucking with us, man, and what we
Also,
doing.
Deuce says he seen a reel on IG where McDonald's in Germany was selling human meat from a funeral home. I think that's a thing too.
That's
I
crazy.
want to look into more into that, but I do think that's a thing. Where the fuck do all the cows come from?
Well, that's what somebody pointed out, right? In a reel. They were saying that they were saying that like so they're selling millions of burgers
Yeah,
every day, but there's only so many fucking farms, cattle
yeah,
farms, right? So where are they getting all the meat from?
Yeah. And there's pink slime too. So said paperwork podcast. Why you post Lil Toto if you know he was a dropout? Dusty Bunny.
because he's dead.
Yeah.
Like what benefit? What does it benefit him?
Yeah.
Right? Like he's what can you do? He's dead.
He
Like
did.
it's and it's over with. He can't get no clout off it. He can't benefit in no way. Like you know what I mean. But if we're able to show something and teach a lesson, then
This
that's what
fool
we're gonna
said
do.
that same dude just asked us if we do a fucking podcast with a mutt.
No,
All
like
right, he's a troll. All
yeah.
right, you're a troll. All right. We thought you were asking a legit question.
Any update on bringing Little Connor to the podcast? No, not yet.
Man, I hope so though. I hope so.
Right.
He's the most asked about dude.
Right. Lil Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lil Connor, Bugsy. Like I said, we talked to Bugsy. Man, hit them up. Hit them up
Yeah,
directly.
we've asked.
Yep. Yeah,
We've
we
asked.
selectively answer questions for
Yep,
sure.
for sure. We're not
Definitely.
answering all your questions.
Right. Because, some of the questions are just I mean, some
Yeah,
questions don't deserve an answer.
right.
You
And
know what I mean?
especially if you asking cop questions.
Right. And so and especially if you just JCatting out and you asking some weird
Mm,
shit. Like, come on, man.
yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
the human meat and the McDonald's one, bro. Yeah, I want to know. And also, we talk about this off air. I don't know if we talked about it on here, but like, would you eat it? Would you still eat it if you knew human meat was in it?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't. Uh-oh. Let's see. What did he say? Moose Man said, bro, there's 100 million cows in the U.S. That little ass burger ain't nothing.
Right. There's 100 million. It takes 100,000 every day just for McDonald's.
Right.
Just for McDonald's,
So
you need
then,
100,000 cows every single day to be slaughtered.
what about all the other fast
That's
foods,
right.
restaurants, fucking
That's right. Where
taquerias?
are they getting all this beef from? I've been going down this hole. I'm telling you, Moose man, there's something weird. There's something weird, bro. Where the fuck is all that beef coming from?
Oh yeah, no, Roger Dodger. We already answered that at the beginning of the podcast about how we feel about that racial shit. We just
Oh
talked
yeah,
about it. You must have just tapped in. So on that one, it's now that we were selectively answering that question.
yeah.
We had just talked about it. So rewind this when we're done, and then yeah, N-Sane. Did you know Munchie's from VLL? I did. I was actually at his funeral. R.I.P. Um, yeah, uh, R.I.P. to Munchies, man. But yeah. Anyways, was
Look, he said my nephew Lil Conor is a family man. Yeah.
yeah.
He said he has to think about it. Well, tell him think about it. Let us know.
Well, tell him he knows me, man. I
Tell him
mean,
we all
we've
family
chilled.
men, brother.
Yeah,
We all family men.
yeah. So it's good. Like we're not gonna ask no crazy weird questions. You know what I mean? It's all about the history. But I think a lot of people, would like to hear the history, and we still trying to get
Yeah.
Big Oso Loco
And
on here.
everything that was happening, like I only know about the stuff from the magazines,
Right.
right? But we used to see so much Lil Conor and Street Low. You know what I'm saying? In the pen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the Hook Mob. You was locked up with Munchies and Magoo. Yeah, man. Magoo, my brother, man. Shout out to you, bro. But but hey, yeah. So did you also hear about the Campbell Soup shit? The CEO was going around saying that this motherfucker was made by modified meat, genetically engineered meat. It's not even real chicken, and he wouldn't eat this shit, and only fucking poor motherfuckers would eat it. And he ended up getting fired for that.
All this shit is coming out, bro. I'm telling you, they've been, man.
Hab did appreciate you.
You know I was a motherfucking vegetarian for 15 years, bro.
Damn.
15 years. I watched this documentary on PBS. I can't even find it no more. We looked for it for like a year, me and Lil Man. It was a documentary on prison food that PBS did that we watched in the pen. I was like, man,
Yeah.
I can't eat this shit.
Yeah, to hook my boy, ask about him, and yeah, R.I.P. to Moochies, man. He was one of them dudes. If you know, you know. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I'll definitely ask Magoo. But yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta be careful what you eat. But you know what? You know what? Probably the best meat to eat is
Yeah.
out the taco truck because it's real meat. That's real carne asada.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And you got to eat the rare meats. I feel like if a motherfucker says lengua, it's for right. It's probably lengua, bro. Yeah, it's
right.
probably not fake because it's a certain you could tell.
Yeah, Mike, I was in the Streets to the Barrio DVD, and I was on Stockton Gone Wild. Go back and look. You'll see. We're yeah, it was a lot of shit back then. But yeah, I remember those, and I know
Oh yeah, conspiracy and sneaks. Yeah.
I did the cover to Stockton Gone Wild Part Two, but it never
Yeah.
came out. But
Stockton got wild. What
yeah,
was that, like a
it,
titty,
it
one of those titty movies?
nah, it was actually fucking it was based off of like sideshows and shit,
Oh,
and
okay, yeah.
a rap
Yeah,
sideshow,
like
like
a hood vlog
yeah,
type shit.
kind of. It was hood vlog
From the
before hood vlog.
90s, yeah.
Yeah, but it was mostly
On
sideshows.
VHS.
No, it was DVD actually.
Okay.
So this was in the 2000s,
Yeah.
2010, I believe. A
Yeah.
lot of shit happened in 2010.
Yeah. I ain't gonna
This,
lie, bro.
what?
Never mind.
BFD, are you signed to NOR?
No, how they work isn't through signing artists. It's just for one album thing. Like they yeah, no.
Yeah,
The
but shout
short
out to
answer is
NOR.
no, but I love NOR, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I rock with them for sure.
From the streets to the studio, that was another DVD. Yeah. Barrio to Barrio, all that shit. Mike said, bro, I'm telling you, these random food pop ups is dangerous too. Yeah, you got to be careful, man. Like, you ever see those fucking those videos of like in India where them
Yeah.
Indian dudes was like, making their food? Like, that's in certain part of India that they believe that brings part of the your energy, right? And puts in the food. So if you got love for making food, like, that's why they do that shit. It's part of their culture. But I don't know if I'd eat that shit though.
You talking what is it? What is it, like cats or something?
No, it's the food, but they make it with their hands. They put their feet in it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
I be
saying?
seeing
Like,
I be seeing the look where
yeah.
they make fun of that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Moose Man. Yeah, I think we got. Sometimes this audio it be fucking up. It depends,
Yeah, I gotta talk more in
but
here, I know.
it's crispy as hell. Appreciate it. Nobody says shout out to NOR. I heard they contributed. Yeah, for sure, man. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What about Big Osoloke on the podcast? Man, I talked to that fool. I like, at least I haven't talked to him in a couple of weeks, but
Yeah.
I was talking to him like once a week. But that's my brother, man, and he'll come up on here just when he's ready. He's busy doing his thing.
Yeah.
But shout out to Big Osolo. He's probably watching right now. I love you, bro. That's a real. It's like my real brother, man. Like, we're not blood, but that's like my real brother. Can you tell BF to do the worm on the desk,
Don't tell
bro?
me, motherfucker. Don't play with me. I might do that shit.
It depends, man. Drop $199 on the chat, and I'll make them do it. No, don't do that because it probably won't happen.
You don't know. I'll be gigging, bro. I'll be
Uh,
on my shit.
nah, but hey, that Fat Northaniel had motherfuckers gigging
Yeah.
though, dude. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I think they did a. Oh, but that new song, holy shit!
What? What's
That
up?
new song you working on, that's gonna be, man. This motherfucker, he showed me a song. I don't want to talk about it unless you want to, but he showed me a song that's gonna have motherfuckers going crazy on TikTok,
It is, but the what I'm talking about right now is Crow. We got Crow coming.
bro.
Me and
That's
GB.
another man. That's on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
When is that
It's
dropping?
all January 9th. It's dropping January 9th, man.
Yeah, January 9th, man, for sure.
We need more brotherhood in
In
these
these
times.
times. Well, that's what we push.
There you go.
That's what we push. We push carnalismo, right? We push brotherhood. You know what I mean? But not everybody deserves it.
Yeah, he said we need it for 14 minutes. That's a bro, gigging for 14 minutes. I'll be tired.
Hell yeah.
I'll be tired.
Yeah, we got an episode with Quan Brady is dropping soon. I
Yes,
just
sir.
put a reel out. I'm gonna put another reel out probably tonight or
That
tomorrow.
was a good interview.
And
Too.
yeah, nah, real smart dude.
Yeah.
Quan Brady probably he one of the next ones up. Get a little tech from Salinetos on there.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll see. Yeah, I'd like to get
Yance.
Yance.
Yeah.
If we can get Yance over here,
Yance, motherfucker.
tell
Come
that
on,
fool
man.
come on. And Casper Lokes has not been on the show, but we'd like to get Casper Lokes on here too. We talked to him. He said he's down. You know what I mean? I was in a video with Casper Lokes. Were you in that video?
Which one was it?
The one he did for NOR.
No, it was at that spot across where we had the
The other studio, huh?
yeah yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I didn't make it.
Mm,
And that's my boy too, Casper Lozen. My boy. What about Fornick? Yeah, I know Fornick. Yeah, we could ask him. Tweety Bird. We should bring Tweety Bird back. We just interviewed her.
Yeah, we'll bring her back though.
Uber should come back. Yeah, let her get some more. Let her get something she wants to promote.
So let's see. Get Louis Loke.
Oh yeah, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, actually, we were supposed to have Louis Loke a long time ago,
Yeah.
and then it just didn't work out.
Yeah,
And
hopefully it
then,
works out now.
yeah, yeah.
You know?
Bring little Joe 211.
That's
That's
my
another
brother.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
that's
supposed to get on.
yeah.
You know what I mean? We got a lot of shit coming up in the next. We got a whole new segment, the new podcast on a different channel. We'll be doing that shit. We got a lot of things coming up in the new year. It's just, a lot of things transpired that was supposed to happen and didn't happen, and we're like, fuck. But
Yeah.
minor setbacks for major comeback.
Yep.
Yeah, Louis Loke is underrated.
Yeah, he is underrated.
Let's see. BFD,
Shadow too.
Y'all remember the Darkman Familiar movies? Yeah, they were hella funny. Acting at its worst.
So I haven't really I've watched like little pieces of them, but never watched the whole one.
But for real though, they were the first ones to do that shit.
Yeah.
And like the motherfuckers were they were good for what they were. Like if you did you see the About It movie, Master P?
Yeah.
About It? So they were similar to About It movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The acting was bad, but you just wanted to watch it just to watch it. Like the About It movie, I say that was entertaining. That was an entertaining movie because like that was the first of its kind.
Yeah.
So even though the acting was horrible and the effects were low budget,
Yeah.
it was still an entertaining movie.
Yeah, I liked it. I remember when that came out, I loved it.
Yeah.
What was the other one? There was a couple of them. Master P did a couple.
Well, he did. What is that? Got the Hookup.
Got the Hookup.
Yeah. But that was a bigger budget movie. I think
he had other ones where he was selling cell phones.
Yeah, that was I Got the Hookup. That was the whole premise of it. Taj Bridges from Different Strokes is in one. Yeah, you seen that. That one dude from Blood and Blood Out is in there too. And then Moose Man said, trying to research current northern rappers for when I come up there. Who's some artists I should check out? Chat, let me know as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, check out Casper Lokes. That's one for sure. Check out Yance. That's one for sure. Man, there's so
many, bro.
Like you kind of put me on the spot.
Yeah.
Because there's so many motherfuckers.
Just
Jay
Google it,
Peasy
bro.
for sure. Check out Jay
Yeah.
Peasy. Like that's one of the ones.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give you a list, man. I'll DM you and give you a list of ones that you need to check out for sure. Because I know I can't list all of them right now off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave some motherfuckers out. Motherfuckers gonna get mad. Like, why didn't you say my shit? Like, well, my
I know.
bad, I
You
forgot.
can't win. You
Right.
can't win with it.
And it's not like I would play favoritism by naming them. It's just there's some dope motherfuckers that are not like Alibo for sure.
Yeah.
Like man, check out Alibo. Like that's one dude you gotta check out.
Just check out every homie rapper that was ever a thing.
Right. Now, are you talking about current ones? That's what he said, right? Current. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Because there's a couple old ones too that are fucking that are dope. Yeah.
Bro, this has been a good ass live, bro.
Yeah, we could bring Jimbo too. Fuck, tell Jimbo to go on here. Slim Loco from Modesto.
Would you collab with Lil Jago from Utah? Of course. Yeah. He be messing with Lazy Lokes a lot.
Yeah, shout out to Lazy Lokes too, man. If you guys ain't got a beat from Lazy Lokes right now, he's doing a deal. You know, he got $50 beats, $150 beats with hooks. Like, go fuck
Foolish
with
with
Lazy
Eddie
Lokes.
Griffin. Oh yeah. Yeah. Check out,
Yeah.
yeah, Lazy Lokes. He always got some finesse. He gonna give you a deal, man. He dope.
Hell yeah. He said, "Bring GB, Acito, Lil Jago, Lazy Boy, Conspiracy, Sneaks."
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
So we
got it.
we already got Lazy Boy. Lazy Boy coming back actually.
Yeah,
I talked to him quite
yeah,
frequently, and he's ready to come back when he's about to drop another album. But but yeah, there's a lot of shit that people could listen to if you like Northern California music.
These motherfuckers just be saying anything in the comments.
Yeah, but a lot of them don't know either.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. You
so
see what I'm looking at?
yeah, I see.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, a lot
Y'all
of people
did,
don't know, but yeah, man, you guys are crazy in the chats, man. So what else we talking about here? I
bro.
think
I don't know.
I think we covered. I
I think we
think we
covered
covered the
everything.
basics, man. You guys
We
know
really
me.
came on here to talk about that weirdo,
Yeah,
the dead weirdo, and the YouTube thing with the
right.
brothers and the suckers.
Oh, Scando from Twomp Nina and Modesto. Yeah, we got a song with Twomp Nina, man. Um, I know he's still out there doing his shit. Scando, he doing his thing, doing big things. Chopped it up not too long ago with him on Instagram. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In
I'm
your
gonna stop
opinion,
reading
who's the
these comments.
biggest?
You
Who's the
guys are gonna
biggest in
make me
sack?
stop reading these comments, man. You guys be catting out in
In
that
your
one.
opinion, who's the biggest in sack?
Who's the biggest rapper in SAC?
Yeah, well, you got to be specific. Is it
Rico.
out of homies?
Yeah, I
It'd
think
be
Rico's
Rico
one.
for
Yeah.
sure. But in all sack,
Probably Mozzie, bro.
yeah,
Keep that shit a buck. It's probably Mozzie, bro. It's
yep.
Mozzie.
Swish said, "I thought you came here to hit the worm, fool."
Yeah, fuck yeah.
uh,
As soon as we get
hey,
off, I'm gonna do it.
your mother-in-law. Thanks for the 99 cents, man. Appreciate you. But if somebody drops $1,000 right now, he gonna do the worm right now.
I ain't doing no worm for $1,000. I promise you. But yeah, I think for
Fuck.
homies it's Rico, 100%.
Shit, you drop $1,000, I'll do the worm. Fuck.
And for overall, yeah, it's Mozzie.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, shout out to Rico and shit. If you haven't got his fucking book, go get his
Oh
book.
yeah, you see that thing he did too? He took it to like a school. He was he
Yeah.
he met his goal. He was able to take it to a school. That's dope.
And that's what we were talking about. Positivity shit.
Yep.
A lot of motherfuckers, they talk about, oh, don't do this shit, don't do that, but that shit's inspiring because that right there is going to inspire somebody else to write a book and somebody else to fucking give to kids and
Yeah.
a school donate. Man, do that shit
Yep.
if you can give.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether you film it or not, if you need to film it to get some clout, film it to get some clout,
Yeah.
but just give. You know what I mean? Don't be
Yep.
like them one motherfuckers that film it and take it back.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? That's some bullshit.
He
But
said Moose Man said DB about it back. Yeah, he's in the convo, but I mean, Mozzie's killing everybody with that song from the from what was that movie? The Marvel movie,
oh yeah, yeah, Mozzie,
Black Panther.
Black Panther, yeah, Mozzie got that shit.
Yeah, that's just it.
Well, Mozzie's not in sack.
Huh?
No, that fool's not in the combo.
That fool ain't in the convo. What the fuck?
Right. But yeah, man. I think that's it, man. I think it's it for
Yeah,
the live. We appreciate y'all. Unless y'all motherfuckers got some topics we could talk about.
yeah,
Um, yeah,
yeah. They said Brother Lynch, Sibo. So you mean overall throughout history? I,
yeah.
I
If
still
you
think it's Mozzie.
you think so,
I think so, bro. I mean, there's a cult following behind Brother Lynch, right? That still exists and is
but
heavy, I'm sure.
but if you're talking about numbers, Sibo was on the highest selling album of all time, which was
Two,
All Eyes on Me.
yeah, Tupac, yeah.
Right. So I mean, and does that count if you a feature? But he definitely got the plat. That shit went what? It's like 10 times platinum or diamond already. The All Eyes on Me.
Yeah.
So
I,
I mean, can you get any bigger than that? And it wasn't his album; it was Tupac's album, but it's still he got the plaques for
yeah.
it. So I mean, yeah, it would. I would have to say SIBO
Yeah.
if you including all that shit. I mean, not even Lynch couldn't match that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
To be on All Eyes on Me was super huge.
But Season of the Sick, as far as if you're talking about artists, Season of the Sick is transcended. Like there's people in New York that slap Season of the Sick still.
Right. And that whole thing with Season of the Sick, like Lynch got burned like a motherfucker. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But I ain't gonna lie, I think that might be part of the bad juju. He's putting bad juju. He's talking about some terrible shit in that shit.
Yeah, but what people were saying, he wasn't talking about babies. He was talking about bloods. That's what the B's stand for, right? I don't know if that's true or not. I ain't talked to him about it, but that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know. I heard that. I heard that too, but I know. Yeah, I know that skit at the beginning of that shit was yeah, you shouldn't have did that. I don't like that kind of stuff now.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I thought it was cool, man. But just as a grown up, I just
BFD, would you be down to do a show in Colorado?
it's coming. Denver, Colorado.
Denver.
I'm gonna be in Denver, Colorado.
Oh shit, I'm gonna be there too.
Yeah, I'm going to Utah, bro. I'm going to Denver, Colorado. I'm going to Washington. Going to San Francisco. I'm going to Santa Rosa. I'm gonna be all over the place.
Oh yeah, we definitely got some shows coming up, and we'll see y'all out there. But yeah, still slap Hollow Tip. As actually, I got some unreleased shit with Hollow Tip that I need to drop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hollow
that
Tip. I
shit's dope.
remember when that shit came out.
You remember when
Nigga,
they were
we
funking
riding around as
Hollow
just
Tip and,
islands.
that other dude from Stockton? Fuck was his name?
I don't
But
know.
that shit was that
I wasn't into it like that.
yeah. But
I
back
had my own
then,
street shit I had to deal with. I wasn't all the rap stuff. If it wasn't Tupac and Biggie or Nas and Jay Z, the big stuff, I wasn't really tripping on. I ain't gonna lie.
but that
It's
shit
not
was a
like it
slap.
was. It's not like it is now,
Right.
where there was the internet. I wasn't reading no magazines back then.
Nah, man, we had MySpace.
I never
You
even
missed
seen
that.
MySpace.
Yeah, you missed that whole MySpace
Yep.
era. Baby Logo's still out there, man. He's doing his own thing and shit. I haven't
Yeah.
talked to that motherfucker in years. But oh yeah, Mike C. Mike C was dope too. But
Yeah, dude.
yeah, have
There's
we
a
won't talk about that.
Sack got bars, bro. Sack be having bars. Lynch had his own style. Mozzie got his own style. Yeah,
Yeah,
we be having bars in Sack, bro.
I think Sack back in the '90s was slept on as far as major labels and mainstream. I think
Yeah,
the whole Bay Area was slept on as far as major labels and mainstream. And it all goes to that back to that thing that the independent grind. The labels don't want to fuck with motherfuckers who are independent because they would give them less money than they making already, right? So how are you going to give somebody $100,000 to sign when they're making $1 million independently on the
yeah,
streets? Like
for
that don't
real.
make sense. So that's a lot of the reason why fucking you don't have a lot of Northern California artists on major labels because major labels weren't coming out here with $1 million deals. They were
Yeah,
coming out here $500,000 deals, $100,000 deals. Motherfuckers is making that on the streets. Why the fuck we need to sign with you? You
yeah,
know what I mean? That was the consensus behind it. But
yeah. It says CML goes hard too. He
yeah.
do.
And saying what happened to Gilly Loco, he's still out there, man. He's doing his thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother Gil. We talked about it earlier. He's doing toy drive in Stockton or toy giveaway again at 209 Toys. So if you guys go out there Friday, 209 Toys, 6 p.m. Um,
Yeah,
totally insane was slept on. Yeah, they were dope. But yeah, man, I think we done. We out of here, man. We said we got to say it. If you guys didn't catch the beginning of this, go back and rewind and
yeah.
check it out. What we said. You know what I
We
mean?
appreciate all you.
We stand on everything, man. We trying to give you guys content, but we trying to give you positivity and a little bit of
That's
game
right.
with every episode. When we interview fools,
Yeah,
we interview motherfuckers that are in the rap game, and they're not all Northern California rappers. We interview anybody. You know what I
yep.
mean? And
Just not suckers.
right. Well, almost anybody.
Almost anybody, yeah.
Yeah. But we try to keep y'all with a little bit of game, little bit of knowledge, you know what I mean? Plus, we have fun with the conspiracy theories and
Yeah.
shit. We try to go down them rabbit holes and we learn a lot from you guys at the same time
Yeah, I
too.
love the interaction today, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all, man. And if we if we skip whatever motherfucker say, you know what I mean? Probably wasn't worth it. But